Right, second graders, we have lots of new fun things to learn in Google Drawing today. So you're going to start by going to your email, then you're going to click on the waffle, then you're going to click on the drive, so it takes you here. Then you're going to click on new, you're going to click on the word more, and you're going to slide over to Google Drawings. Today we're going to be drawing a ghost. So I'm going to put my name up here, Mrs. Hamblin's ghost. We're going to start by using the line tool again. I know it's so tricky. Today, instead of using this curved connector, we're just going to use a line that says curve instead. So you're clicking on that arrow, clicking the word curve. Now this is the one that gets really tricky. So when you click, it starts to make a line and it doesn't let go of it. So you can see as I click around, it just keeps going. So this is one of those times where you're like, oh no, it's not letting me stop and I don't want to do this anymore. Where you're going to come up here and you're going to click on that arrow and then it will get rid of it. So you're going to come up here, you're going to get the curved line, and I want to make my ghost take up as much space as I can. So I'm going to start here at the bottom, I'm going to give it one click, then I'm going to go just a little ways and I'm going to click again, then I'm going to go a little bit more, click. Each time I click, it kind of pauses the line right there. So then you can start to see the shape. So I'm going click, 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 click. You can see how many times I'm clicking. Every time I want the line to stay where it is, I have to click the button. So you can see I'm doing it a lot. And it's just little lines. And when I get to the end and it connects, I click, and then it will fill my shape. Now, I still have that plus sign, and I don't want that because I don't want it to be sticky like it was before. So I'm going to come up here to that arrow. I'm going to click on it. Now I can come and I can change the color. So I want my ghost to be white. And then I'm going to change the line weight right here, which you've done before, to make it a little bit thicker so it stands out. Then I'm going to just add some eyes. So I'm going to get in my shapes, I'm going to get a circle, but this time I'm going to make my eyes a little bit bigger. And I'm going to change it to white. This time I'm going to add another circle on the inside. So I'm going to add a second circle in here so it looks like more like he has an eyeball. And I'm going to make this one black. Now it looks a little bit more like an eye. And if I want to, I can also, if I'm clicked on this big one, I can also change that line weight and make it a little bit thicker too. Now, if I want to copy this whole eye so it looks exactly the same, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the small black circle. Then on my keyboard, I'm going to hold down the button that says Shift, the same one that you hold down to make capital letters. So right now I'm holding down the button that says Shift. Then I'm also going to click on this outside line. Now I can come up here and I'm going to click Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste, and it made me an entire eye. I can use my move it arrow and I can move that eye right here. Do you guys see that red line that's going across right there? That line, you'll see them pop up when you're moving things, and that helps you to see that they're in line. So it's telling me that if I put it right here, that they'll be lined up right there. So that helps me look for those red lines when you're moving things around. So now I have the outline of my ghost, which is going to be the trickiest part. Then I have my eyes. And I learned that if I hold down the Shift button, I can click on more than one thing and copy more than one thing at a time. Then we're going to go back to the line tool. This time we're going to use the scribble at the bottom. And when you do the scribble, you're just going to draw, just like you would. I'm holding my mouse button down while I draw that, and then I'm just going to let go. Then I have that plus sign, so I need to make sure I go up here and I touch that arrow so that it stops. And then I can make the line weight as much as I want it to be. So then he's smiling. You can make the smile any way you want. You can also, if you would rather, you can also use the curved connector like we had done before. And you can just make kind of like a squiggly line depending on how you want your ghost, how you want his mouth to be. So maybe you want his mouth something more like this instead. So let me take this one off. Oops, I moved the wrong one. I was clicked, you saw, I clicked and it had the outline around here, so it moved my ghost instead of my smile. So now I'm clicked on the smile. So if you want your ghost to be something more like this, you can make his face a different kind of face. Now, I'm going to go ahead and delete this. So I clicked on it and I pushed delete. I'm going to move my smile back on because I want a happy ghost. Now, I want your ghost to say something. So you have a couple of choices for how you can say something. Your ghost can say boo. So you can come up here and you can click on the word that says insert. And you can come down to this big letter A where it says word art. Just a little tiny box will pop up, but you can go ahead and type in the word boo. I'm going to do it with a capital. I'm going to put an exclamation point. And when you're done, you're either going to push on your keyboard. You either have the word enter or return. It's on the right-hand side of your keyboard. So you click that, and then it makes your word. And your word is now fillable with color. So you can come up to the color, and you can make it any color you want. You can also change the font. So right now, if I'm not clicked, you see there's nothing up here. But if I click on it, all of these things come back. And then I can come up here and I can pick something else, a different type of font that looks a little bit more fun. The other way that you can add words is if you want to add a speech bubble. So there's speech bubbles under here under shapes. So you can come down here. They're called call outs. So I can slide along call outs and I can find a shape that I want down here, maybe this one. And then I just need to click on my page and it would make me a big speech bubble. I can fill that whatever color I want. And then remember, if I grab a corner, I can drag it nice and large. And then I can write words in here. So to write words in here, I have to double click. I had to click a couple times and all of a sudden you saw this little line that popped up. Now I can come up here and I can change the font if I want to. I can also change the size. I can make it really big. If it's not big enough, I can actually type in a number in here. So I could even be like, I want it to be 100. And then I can type down here, I can type, make them all capitals, boo, like this. So you can decide whether you want to do the word art or if you want to make a speech bubble and put your words in it today. I'm just going to drag this up here to show you one more thing. If your speech bubble, you want this really pointing at the character that you drew, you can take this and you can actually drag it by clicking on that little yellow piece right here, and then you can make it any shape you want it to be. So that's it. I'm looking forward to checking out those ghosts.